Export-import practical. Learn from real entrepreneurs. Topic: Which products are most exported from India? If you are planning to build an import and export business in the Indian market, this video will help you figure out which products are most profitable, as well as which ones India exports the most in the world. 1. Refined petroleum. The refining petroleum industry plays an important part in the Indian economy, with the private sector accounting for about 38% of the total capacity. In 2018, India exported $46.8 billion in refined petroleum. Despite being a net importer of crude oil, India has become a net exporter of petroleum products after focusing on investment on a refinery designed for export, especially in Gujarat. 2. Mineral fuels. India currently exploits and processes up to 87 types of minerals, including 4 kinds of fuel minerals, 10 metallic minerals, 47 types of non-metals, and 26 other minerals, including minerals for the construction industry. Many types of minerals are exploited in large quantities, and have a high-ranking position in the world's queue of mineral production, especially coal and brown coal production. 3. Gems, precious stones. India is one of the world's leading countries in producing, exporting and consuming gemstones and jewelry. UAE, USA, Russia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Latin America, and China are the main markets to import this kind of goods from India. 4. Machinery and mechanical appliances. Currently, India has become the largest tractor manufacturer in the world, with 13 tractor manufacturing units, providing 1/3 of global tractor production. The Indian mechanical industry also produced a self-propelled combine harvester, and a tractor-driven harvester, supplying about 700 to 800 units annually. The country also makes all kinds of diesel engines, electric motors, and agricultural machines. 5. Cars. The India automotive industry is growing strongly, has attracted the attention of domestic and international automakers. Firms have a long-term investment, marketing, consumption plan to increase market share in production and consumption in this market. 6. Organic chemicals. Thanks to the increasing urbanization process and increasing disposable income per capita, some important industrial sectors of this second most populous country in Asia, including chemical production, has strong growth prospects. Major export markets with organic, inorganic and agrochemicals are USA, China, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brazil. Dyes, USA, Turkey, China, Italy, and Brazil. Special chemicals, China, Netherlands, America, France, Malaysia. 7. Pharmaceutical products. Indian pharmaceuticals are exported to over 200 countries around the world, but mainly the US, Germany, Russia, the United Kingdom, and China markets. The industry employs about 340,000 workers, 400,000 doctors, and 300,000 pharmacists. 8. Electrical machinery and equipment. India exports machinery, equipment, technical solutions, and services in the electronic sectors such as manufacturing, transmission, distribution of electricity, electronics, renewable energy, automotive electricity, automation. Specialized fairs are organized every 2 years, rotating in the big states of India. 9. Iron, steel. Currently, many steel producers increase imports of steel from India, mainly hot-rolled steel, the main material to produce all kinds of steel sheets, because the price of imports from India is competitive compared to China. 10. Cotton. The Indian cotton textile industry stands out in the world due to factors such as abundant availability, competitive production costs, vertically integrated production facilities, diverse product range, flexibility in volume. Each year, India supplies the world market with 25% of cotton and raw materials, reaching a value of about $100 billion per year of cotton products, synthetic textiles, artificial silk to 166 countries. 11. Clothing. Today, Indian clothing exporters can provide products with competitive prices, world-class infrastructure, and services to retailers, brands, importers and other manufacturers. 12. Kinds of cereals. The main cause of India's increase in grain production is due to rainfall in the rainy season, and various policies from the government. 13. Seafood. The output and value of shrimp exports increased sharply, lobster productivity was higher, the world prices in the uptrend were favorable conditions, contributing to increasing export turnover. 14. Plastics. The Indian government has set a target of doubling the average plastic consumption per capita by 2022, perhaps an alternative to economic development and promoting advanced production. 15. Textile, apparel, and accessories. India's textile and apparel industry is extremely diverse, from manual spinning and weaving industries to modern textile factories, with large investment capital. Exports of the Indian textile industry have been very strong, especially after quota exports were abolished in 2004. Textile exports always account for about 15% of India's total exports. 16. Aluminum. India has 6 alumina plants, except for the Damnajori factory with a capacity of 1.58 million tons per year. The remaining factories have small and very small capacity, 0.08 to 0.11, 0.22 to 0.38, and 0.60 million tons per year. 17. Meat and edible meat offal. India is the world's 5th largest meat producer and exporter, accounting for 6.9% of global meat production. Breeding cattle and poultry is considered the most important link to agriculture. 18. Miscellaneous chemical products. The Indian chemical and petrochemical industry is one of the most diverse industrial sectors, with more than 80,000 commercial products, many of which are being exported to the Middle East and other countries such as Korea, Japan, Singapore. 19. Coffee, tea. Italy, Germany, and Russia are the leading export markets for green coffee, while Russia, Turkey, and Poland were export markets for instant coffee in 2016 to 2017 of India. Darjeeling tea is considered as the king of black teas because of its quality. Assam tea tends to be bold, contains a lot of tannic substances, cool taste, and no bitter, unpleasant taste. 20. Ships and marine equipment. India has perspectives on shipbuilding because of reasons. Firstly, India has cheap labor compared to other countries such as China, Korea, and Japan. Secondly, the need to use large domestic ships. Thirdly, India is a country with a traditional raw material manufacturing industry. India also has the ability to produce steel. Fourthly, India's strategic location. India has a long coastline of more than 7,500 kilometers. The production of the shipbuilding industry is more urgent to serve the demand for use. 21. Phone system devices. Made in India policy has recently increased the import duty on electronic and communications equipment from outside India to 20%. Each year, the total number of devices shipped accounts for 20 to 25% of the world's phones. Below is the products which are most exported in India. If you want to learn more about the export-import business, visit our website for a free mini course. You can take the mentor program or find buyer program.